I absolutely love the spring, and it's the perfect time to spring clean, to reorganize and rethink the spaces in any home, but also add those finishing touches that just bring a light, fresh, airy, but cozy feeling to the home. So today I'm just gonna share a few of my favorite things to do when the turn of the season comes and it's time for the spring season. I want to thank my sponsor for this video, Boll & Branch. Today I'm going to be building my bed starting with the Boll & Branch signature products, 100% organic cotton sheets, and creating the most luxurious, beautiful bed for the upcoming spring season. One thing I do in our home every spring season is change out the sheets. And it was such a treat this year to get all new bedding from Boll & Branch and to start building a new bed with their signature products. For our main room, I chose their signature color block sheet set in the color white and pewter. I also chose the hem duvet set and the alternative down blanket and the waffle blanket. I'm gonna go ahead and get started by washing everything first. The sheets are 100% organic cotton, so they're super soft and breathable, and they're supposed to get better and better with each wash. So while I'm waiting for them to wash and dry, I'm gonna just start cleaning up my main bedroom. It's definitely time to touch everything, to dust, to move things around, to rethink the space, and just make it open and airy, add those finishing touches that feel like spring is here. Right now I'm actually using a homemade all-purpose cleanser that I like to use when I'm dusting and just doing general cleaning around the house, and I'm going to touch on that recipe a little later in this video. Normally my side of the bed is a bit more minimal than this. I always keep the basket there with my glasses and my nighttime essential oils. I have the pink Himalayan salt rocks, but I brought in some fresh lavender from the farm and a few books that I want to flip through when I'm in bed. So the beekeeping book, a new agenda that I have, it's basically like my agenda calendar, and then a study guide. But I have this basket with other books and a calendar, so I have a few things on my side of the bed that my husband definitely doesn't have on his side, just to create the vibe that I like on my nightstand. And my bed is a place that I come and relax at the end of a long day, watch my favorite YouTube channels, flip through books, journal, write notes. It's sort of one of my happy places. And so switching over the sheets and creating that space is also really inspiring for me. I wanted even more plants in our main bedroom, so I got this plant stand with all of these beautiful plants that I've been taking care of, and I love to see them. I can see it from my bed every night. I turn on the diffuser with eucalyptus and lavender, and I'm also using essential oils on these dryer balls because it's time to move my laundry from the washer to the dryer, and I want them to smell amazing when they come into my bedroom. So just another way to add a fresh touch to your laundry during the spring. You can obviously use these throughout the year in every season, but I like to pick scents specifically for the season that we're in. So a lot of times for the laundry, I'll do a mix of lavender, eucalyptus, maybe lavender and lemon. And then once those are dry, it's time to fix up our new bed. It is such a treat to get fresh new sheets that smell incredible and feel so comfortable and soft. And these feel like the nicest hotel you have ever stayed at. the most beautiful, luxurious sheets that you've ever slept in. And we also got the duvet with the down alternative comforter, which feels cool when you want it to be cool and warm when you need it to be warm, which is perfect for the spring season, which is very transitional. Sometimes you still have those colder mornings or evenings or even the cooler days. Tomorrow we're going to get a rain, and so it's probably going to be cool, and then we have the warmer days as well. So it's perfect for both. So I chose the white and pewter color block sheets and then also the pewter waffle blanket, which is absolutely gorgeous in person. So not only did it look beautiful to me, it reminded me of just a beautiful bed and breakfast, which was exactly the look I was going for, but just so soft and luxurious. So if you're interested in checking out Boll & Branch, I have a 15% off coupon in my description. If you want to treat yourself to luxurious bedding this spring, be sure to use my coupon. And yes, we were very excited to go to bed the first night I made this bed, and also the last few nights we have been getting an incredible sleep. I've always loved fresh flowers, plants, and fruit as displays in my home. The garden is on the minimal side right now, but we do have our lemon tree and our rosemary, and there's a lot you can use that for within the home. So one thing I love to do is I'm actually picking the lemons that have fallen off, and I'm going to use those for around the house for a variety of different things that will freshen up the home. There are so many ways to use lemon and rosemary to freshen up the home in the spring, and I like to keep things simple, like displaying the eggs from our chicken coop and just keeping the kitchen clean as best as I can. Of course, it's a high traffic area and we are a family that lives here, so it doesn't always look picture perfect, but cleaning it up and then just having those finishing touches. Our nectarine tree is blooming right now, so I love to take a few branches and display those in the kitchen as well. So really anything that's growing outside, I like to try to bring it in or use it in the home in some way. We knew when we moved here that we definitely wanted to grow lemons because we bought a lot of lemons from the grocery store, and I love to use them for a variety of different things, including homemade house home cleansers and a lot of different uses throughout the home. So right now I'm taking lemons that have actually fallen off our tree and were on the ground. I'm making a really simple all-purpose cleanser using the lemons that have fallen from our tree and also rosemary from our bush. So it's essentially just infused vinegar. So chopping up the lemons, adding the rosemary, and I'm gonna let that infuse for several hours, if not overnight, and then put that in a glass bottle. I like to use these dark brown bottles that you can find on Amazon. And this is just a simple all-purpose cleanser for quick countertop cleaning. Even like if there's a mess that falls on the floor, like our tile floors, I can use it for that. I also like to use it on a rag for dusting. So yeah, very simple all-purpose that you can use throughout the home for just quick cleanups. I also like to use the lemon and rosemary with vinegar to make ice cubes. I've shared these on my channel a few times in different videos, and I've been using these for years for my kitchen disposal. So if you're working with fish or meat or putting anything down the disposal basically, and it's starting to smell, throw a few of them down the sink, turn on your disposal, and you'll instantly get a refresher, and it's gonna smell so much better. So I love these. These are a classic in my home, and I make them every single spring. I like to make them a little bit different for the fall and winter months, but yes, these are a go-to that you can use all year long. Another go-to that I talk about all the time is my stovetop potpourri that I change up for every season. And lemon and rosemary is another great one to simmer on low in your kitchen to give it a really beautiful fresh scent. So now I can use those two ingredients all throughout my home to just freshen it up for the spring. At the beginning of the year in January and February, I'm usually focusing more on donating and decluttering, organizing, spring cleaning. And then in March and April, I bring out the Easter decorations, which are pretty minimal. This year, the only new thing that I got was that yellow egg. Last year, I got the bunnies. And my mantle pretty much stays the same throughout the seasons with the birch candles and the eucalyptus. And then I just add different things depending on the season or the holiday that's coming up. So for spring, it's really, really simple. I also like to display eucalyptus throughout the home. You can buy eucalyptus in bundles at a lot of farmers markets. Trader Joe's has it, and some grocery stores even have it as well. But we have a big eucalyptus tree in our backyard, so why not use it? It's pretty tall, so I typically use it on our dining room table, and also I put a little bit down on the table as well. To keep it real though, this table usually ends up being a landing spot for so many things, backpacks, school books, so it rarely looks this pretty or stays this pretty for long, but I like to make it look like that for the video. I love the simplicity of spring in the home. It's not about lots of decorations or going crazy, it's really about starting fresh, starting new. It's a time to freshen things up, change things over, get ready for the longer days, and spending actually less time inside and more time outside. So I love to bring the outside in with more plants, fresh flowers, and anything that we're growing inside. But just the simplicity and the clean, crisp feeling of the spring in the home is really what I'm always going for. So I want to thank Boll & Branch for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out the coupon, all the information will be in my description box, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.